Welcome to episode 58 of the We Don't Know Jack podcast. Unfortunately, we're not together right now. We're on Zoom because school's out. What's up, Emily?
Summer break. I'm loving it so far.
I wouldn't really call this summer break for me. I just haven't gone back to work yet. That'll be Tuesday, probably. I'll go back to work.
I mean, you get something to do over break.
Yeah, I bought a Lego set. That'll give me something to do.
What kind of Lego set?
Star Wars. Well, Captain Rex helmet.
Is it a big one or like
It was like
the,
$60.
oh, okay.
Like 800 pieces, I think.
It's not like the $200 Lego sets that people collect.
What, you think I'm made of money?
Maybe you might be
No.
hiding something.
No. Not for Lego set. I almost did buy a $130 Mario one though.
Why?
It was cool.
Okay.
And I
Now
had
we know we know where your priorities are.
some gift cards. So
Okay.
yeah, I drug our friend Morgan to the store and she was ready to kill me by the end of it.
What was it, Target?
Yeah.
Okay. I know they have all the Lego sets.
They cost a little bit more than Walmart does.
Well, Walmart is the cheapest you can go to.
I know. I would rather I didn't have gift cards at Walmart, so I had Target gift cards.
But that's also why I love Walmart
It's
because it's so cheap.
hmm I only got yelled at once in the store, which I think was pretty good.
Why can you finish that? Why did you get yelled at?
I took a ball out of the cage, the ball cage they got.
Oh yeah.
I got one out and tried to play with it, and I got yelled at. Morgan said, "This isn't Walmart. You can't act like that."
Dude, I
I thought
haven't
it was
been
funny.
to the Target by my house in a while, but I think they got rid of the ball cage.
If they're smart, they did. Kids like
But
me come in
like
there and play
you
with stuff.
see one of those and it's like your childhood comes back because you'd always walk by it and be like, "Oh, I want that one." And then
I would never. My mom,
your
shut
parents never
me from
buy
having
it.
my mom banned me from having any kind of ball in the house when I was like 7, like stress balls especially, because I start throwing them at the wall.
How much stuff do you break?
I never broke anything.
She just told you you can't have it.
I broke more in the last 6 months than I did with balls in the house.
What did you break?
Snow shovel, an ice scraper, a windshield wiper, a car handle, a toilet roll holder. Um, I don't know. Just stuff just
You
breaks.
just listed like 10 things.
3 of them were in a day.
Which three happened in a day?
Snow shovel, the ice scraper, and the windshield wiper.
That happened in one day?
Or within it was like a couple days.
Oh my God.
Monday, Tuesday, Friday. I don't know. It happened within a week.
That you need to be extra careful.
Well, it was the ice broke it all.
You were the one using it though.
Yeah, but it was the ice was so thick that when I hit it, it just shattered.
Yeah. At least you didn't slip though.
I don't think if I did, I didn't fall. I definitely slipped, but I caught myself.
If you slipped, you hit your head and you don't remember.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Last time I fell that I can remember falling. I was in community college still, so this is long before I knew you.
Yeah.
I was walking down the driveway. It was 65 degrees outside, but it had snowed like a foot the week before.
Okay.
So, but there was black ice on my driveway.
Oh.
Didn't see it, didn't know it was there. Busted up my knee, busted up my elbow. It was 20 minutes late to an hour long class. I should have stayed home at that point, but
Yeah, I'm like, why would you even go?
I had another class afterwards.
I would have just stayed home.
I had a business class afterwards I had to go to.
Oh, but those are the easiest ones to pass though.
Yeah, he was a nice guy too. I don't remember his name, but he was a nice guy.
Like you can show up like 2 days out of the week and they still pass you.
Yeah, well, I did pretty good in that class. I had a high A. I worked hard in that class. I like always took notes and I was studious there.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, hey, we'll get into this real quick. I turned myself around from high school to college.
Oh yeah, you
I
graduated.
did. I
This could be the
graduated.
graduation episode.
I graduated. I'll post a picture. some graduation pictures with friends of the show that also graduated. I didn't get a picture with one of them, but everybody else that was there, I did get a picture with. That's been a lot.
Yeah.
One of them I didn't find. The most recent guest, I couldn't find her. So she disappeared right after we got outside because she was right behind me.
That's usually how she works.
Surprisingly, my last name is Garner. Her last name is Gawazinski. Gargaw. There was four people in between us.
That's not a lot though.
It's a lot more than I thought between Gar and Gaw.
I mean, in my now we did how many kids do you think graduated? Because it was a whole arts and humanities college.
There was 10 people in a row and there was 18 rows, so about 180.
Okay, my high school we had like close to
Yeah, I did
500,
too.
and me and because my last name is KR, this girl I knew was KR also, and there were like 10 people between us.
But R and W were not that far apart in the alphabet.
Yeah.
So the fact that there was four people in between us was shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Now we did obviously we took some side bets on what was going on in graduation. We got to have some fun. We didn't no money or anything, but we were
What were you betting on?
the over under how long it would go. I think we bet on people would fall, that stuff. So the over under was set at an hour.
Yeah.
What do you think hit?
Well, I watched it.
Oh, you
And
did. Oh, did you actually watch it?
my whole family, like me and my dad and mom, literally sat down on the couch and watched it on the TV.
You guys must have been real bored, or you really like me, one of the two.
No, because literally all my friends are graduating, and I want to see how many people I could recognize.
Who got, from what you
But
heard, could you tell who got the loudest reaction? People you know.
people like, I think it was Gawazinski.
So I was on the stage. I was getting my picture taken when her name was said, and I clapped. It sounded from where I was at. It sounded like people, or like it sounded like her friends were booing her from where I was standing. They weren't,
Oh,
but it sounded like they were. She did get a loud reaction though. Uh,
yeah, because she does a lot. Because I was like,
Mine was
because,
louder than I realized. I didn't hear anything when I walked across the stage, but when I watched
yeah,
it back, I got a nice little reaction.
but she does a lot with like the dance team, and we
Yeah.
talked about that episode. So I figured some of the dance girls would be there.
I'm not sure. I couldn't tell with honestly from her where she was at because she was three people behind me, three or four people behind me. I couldn't tell because I was down. And so they had us walk across the stage, and then you go down, you take your picture, and then Jen Edler, the alumni lady, was down there afterwards.
Hmm.
And I don't know where I was at, but it was quick afterwards that she was behind me, so I didn't really hear it. Tyler got a big reaction. I could hear his dad
Yeah.
scream, "That's my boy."
But back to the over under, it was about an hour long.
It
It
was
might have been like 102.
we timed it from please be seated to you can get up, so we didn't count entrances and exits and all that.
Okay.
50 minutes.
Yeah, it was
It
quick.
was fast. Well, Travis didn't. I don't think he looked up.
No, he just
He
handed them the note card and he just read the name, walked, and walked off stage.
It was quick. He was not messing around.
No.
He's got a good voice for that too.
Hmm.
I never heard him really. I never really met him, but he had the voice for that thing. But
Yeah.
it was boom, 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 boom.
Hmm.
He was not messing around.
No. And they also had, they might have had one before you guys, and then they had another graduation
Yeah,
that night.
yeah.
So they can have to get set up again.
They were already set up for everything. They had like 300 or 400 chairs set out.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I heard the Thursday night one, or maybe the Friday night now, the business one was standing room only.
Oh,
Yeah, it
that's
was
weird.
packed. Yeah, and then whatever the morning one was, Eric's graduation was packed.
I so they didn't have you guys throw the caps.
Yeah, I was curious about that. Is that not a thing that happens?
I don't know because my high school, did your high school graduation do that?
Yeah.
Okay, mine did
Next
too.
bills.
But My middle school graduation did the throne cap thing too.
I don't remember that.
But I was so confused that they just had you guys sit there and then said, now you can exit.
Yeah, that's
And there
basically.
was like no real celebration part of it.
There was no turn the tassels. There was nothing.
Did they not have you like turn it after you walked off stage?
Nope.
Okay. That was
Do any of that.
I thought that was weird.
The only reason I looked around and saw people going like this, so that's why I did it too.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember because my brother graduated and that was during COVID, so everything was live streamed.
Right.
So none of my family could go to that. But I don't think they threw caps either.
Maybe it's just not a thing in college.
It used to be. So
No,
I don't know if this is like a new thing, but I was kind of disappointed that I didn't get to see people throw their
no.
cap.
I don't know. They gave us fans though, and every seat had a fan on it.
Why?
It
Was
was
it
so
hot?
hot in there.
Okay.
So we were in the hallway for a while before, and we were supposed to all be lined up, and I got annoyed waiting around. So like none of us were where we were supposed to be until like 5 minutes before, and they come over and count everybody, and I still wasn't in my spot. I was like, I'm gonna stand over here with Nate and Emily, and
Yeah.
Nate's a nice guy. We need to get him on here sometime.
Hmm.
He's got one more semester playing football, but he graduated. But yeah, we got a picture. The photographer that said everything got a picture with all the fun people that were graduating, all our friends.
All the fun people.
I mean, basically, they've
Yeah.
all been on the show. Actually, Brooklyn wasn't in this picture. She was,
Oh, okay. Then you can't say it's
and
all
Danny
the
wasn't
fun
there either.
people.
Danny wasn't there either. It was all the fun people minus Brooklyn and Danny because they were farther back.
Okay.
Because most of us, I mean, after Danny, everybody else that we talked to, other than Brooklyn, was up in the front.
Hmm.
They all have, their last names are all at the top.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a picture. I would love to see that picture because it was a cool one. And Tyler's never been on the show, but he's a great guy. And we're trying to take a picture. Everybody's got their arms up, and I'm behind him, and he won't move his arm to let me in the picture. I was like, "Are you paying any attention?" He goes, "Oh no, I wasn't." And it's like, "Get out of the way."
Yeah.
That's a good picture with it was Nate, Emily, me, Tyler, and Kaylee.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was graduating.
Yep, she is.
Yeah, when I heard her name, I was like, what? No, she's leaving.
I saw her gymnastics championship rings. Those are pretty cool.
Oh, she had them on?
She had them with her. She didn't have them on, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, she was cool. I wish I would have got to know her better.
Yeah.
But it was a nice thing. It was quick. It was fast. We got outside. They just shoved us all outside pretty much.
Well, yeah, because all of the graduation photos I saw, you were outside of Evans.
Yep, they pushed us all outside.
Yeah.
They were like, "Come on, everybody, move outside."
Heard you like cattle.
Because I was just following the line,
Yeah.
and then it turned into following Emily because I didn't know where to go. I was like, "Where are we supposed to go? Are we supposed to meet someone? Are we supposed to meet the families? I don't know what's happening." I
Yeah.
walked past my dad's side of the family, and I'm
Oh,
like, I'll come back. I'll come back. I'll come back. Because I thought we were just going around and we are gonna loop back around.
yeah.
And then I was like, Dad, outside, come find me.
Well, I think the funniest was before it was Thursday when we went to radio
Hmm.
and it was either you or David that asked Emily the details on graduation because she knew everything and none of you guys
Yeah, I think
asked
I got
anything.
yelled at for that.
Yeah,
So little content update. We will not have a video of her eating cookies, unfortunately,
no.
because yeah, it was a whole thing. But the girls
Because
did get cookies.
Jack forgot the cookie. Well, you
I didn't
didn't
forget.
forget. You could not find the cookies
Yeah.
in
Don't,
time.
don't slander me here. I didn't forget shit.
Okay, Jack tried his best.
I did.
It did not work out. But my weeks are so mixed up.
I know.
last Thursday.
Yeah, it was a week ago.
Okay, last Thursday was our last class at,
I'm gonna miss
well,
that class. That was fun.
officially Jack's very last class at Lindenwood.
What did we?
But our
We
last,
ate cookies, we told stories, and we were told to leave.
yeah, Jack did bring Emily the cookies
I
for
did.
class.
I did.
So,
She got the cookies. She was happy. She
yeah.
asked if she could take them all. I said no, and she goes, "Come on." I was like, "Yeah, fine."
I mean, that's the least you could do. You were supposed to get them earlier.
I tried.
Yeah, but
They didn't have any.
you could have tried another place.
I didn't have time for that.
Walmart,
I didn't have time.
Midtown.
I don't know what Midtown is.
It's 6 minutes from Lindenwood.
Far. No, I genuinely did not have time. That was the first time that day I had time to go to the store,
You
and
could have told me to go get it.
it was also storming.
Yeah, a little bit of rain isn't gonna kill you.
You won't drive at night, but you drive in the storm.
It was rain. I can see in rain. I
I
can't
can't.
fucking see at night.
It was torrential downpour
If
for
you're
about
going down the road, you're not
yeah,
going like 30 miles.
in rush hour. No, I just didn't want to go anywhere else. I didn't have time. I really didn't. Because the first time I had time was like 4:30, and then we were getting dinner at like 5, and the girls were coming down at 6, so
Yeah.
I didn't have time. And dinner it takes priority,
You
unfortunately.
did get the cookies
Yeah,
eventually.
I did. We just don't have a video.
Yeah.
Speaking of making videos, that Bush Light video did really good.
Hmm.
It did really, really good, especially for me not liking it.
A lot of people are, specifically one person is not happy with you.
Some friends of the show are not happy. There's
Fr-
a whole
Friends
bunch
of
of
the
friends.
show are not happy about Jack's opinion on Bush Apple.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it. I just don't like beer.
But you knew that when you bought
Hold
it.
on, there's a weird noise coming from your side. I don't know what it is, but there's a
Is
weird
it
buzzing noise.
better?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, you stopped talking, so I don't really know.
Well, that's what we've been doing the whole podcast. Just cut this part out.
No, that's fine. There's some noise though that's coming from
I
your
don't
side.
know what noise because I must be on the computer because there's nothing weird in my room.
It just sounds like there's feedback or something. Oh well,
But
I'm not worried about it.
really forgot where we were. Oh, you
Yeah.
knew you didn't like beer when you bought the
Yeah.
30 rack of it. We all knew you didn't like beer, but the one thing you did not tell me until you actually tried it was that you don't like apple flavor.
I don't know. Like I don't like apple juice. Apple flavor is different.
But everyone told you basically the point of Bush Apple is that it doesn't taste like beer, it tastes like apple juice.
Right, but it still
And you
tastes.
still decided to buy it, knowing that it tasted like something you didn't like.
It tasted too much like beer.
It tastes more like apple juice to me.
No, it tastes just all I can taste is hops.
Well, either way, you bought it knowing you most likely would not like it because it tastes like the two things you hate.
I don't hate apple juice. I just don't like it.
Well, then why would you like Bush Apple?
I don't know. Everybody talk about. I don't mind cider. I thought it was more like cidery.
No,
Well, I didn't know. Somebody told me it was better than Angry Orchard. Angry Orchard's not bad.
you like Angry Orchard, but you
Angry
don't like.
Orchard's not beer.
It's close enough,
It's cider.
but it's alcoholic.
Yeah. You should see how much alcohol's in this room right now. I'm in.
Yeah, you get prep for the graduation party
Yeah, yeah.
coming up.
It's gonna be fun. Can't give out details, but it's gonna be
No,
fun.
you can't. Well, I mean, everyone we know or that listens to this is probably
I don't
going.
know. We have international listeners.
Who? From
I don't
where?
know. I don't
Let
know
us
who.
know.
Yeah, if you're international, let us know. I know we do have some because I've looked at the numbers and the metrics, and we do have international listeners. Like more
Yeah,
than like
if
two.
you're not from America, comment on the most recent post. Tell
Yeah.
us where you're from.
Oh, actually though, back to the graduation thing. So when I graduated high school, I had a 2.9 GPA. That's
Okay.
that is not good. That is bad.
It's higher than some of the people I know.
It's higher than some, but it's not a good GPA by any means.
Yeah.
It's not like my all my friends had, 3.5, 4.0. Like my friends were smart. Some of them. But
Can I guess which ones?
they were smart.
That were low.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely know one of them.
Yeah. We know him. He's a good friend of the show. So I might call him the uncle. Anyway,
We love you, Uncle Casey.
yeah, he'll tell you that he wasn't good at school. But yeah, I went from a 2.9 GPA. I graduated. I went to community college. I did a lot better. I ended up having a 3.49 or 3.56 or something, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And at Lindenwood, I had a 3.91. So, and
Maybe you're right at the top.
25 classes I think I took at Lindenwood, 24 classes I took at Lindenwood ish. I had a I had all but two A's.
Yeah.
So they said I was magna cum laude at graduation. I think technically with final grades being in, I think it was summa cum laude.
See,
So
I don't know why they do graduation before final grades are
because it's
fully.
Lindenwood.
Hey, I still go there. We can't bash on it too much.
I'm just saying they don't do things the normal way.
Well, I feel like there has to be some other schools that do that.
I'm sure, but
Like, me,
our school likes to do things backwards. It's just kind of a
yeah.
Lindenwood.
But hey,
But,
we got out earlier than pretty much every other school.
I don't know about that. The only one I know is still in is S&T. Mizzou's out.
No, Mizzou,
Mizzou's
this
not
is
out.
finals week.
Most states out. SEMO's out because my sister's home.
Oh, I'm sure you love that.
No, she's home. She's been home. She got home before I did,
Okay.
but I didn't move out till Friday. So
Yeah, you could have moved out earlier if you
I could have
wanted.
moved out Monday.
I could have moved out the week before.
Yeah, I'm shocked you stayed, honestly.
You told me to stay.
Yeah, but you don't listen to me.
Jack held me hostage, told
You
me
don't
to stay.
you
Put
don't
this on
listen.
record.
95% of the time you don't listen to me. So,
True.
yeah.
But also, you couldn't check out until the very last week. I was pretty much living out of a bag
Yeah.
the last few days I was there.
I had my buddy come up and help me move out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it took about, I don't know, 2.5 hours in counting drive time.
that's not bad.
Unloading, drive, all that stuff. Yeah. I got a workout in. I was exhausted afterwards.
Dude,
I had to go up and down a bunch of stairs in and out.
oh, true, because you guys don't,
Both
you're
buildings,
not floor level.
my house and the school.
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice. So I went back up Sunday to help Olivia move out. Friend of the show. You guys seem to like her. She's
You'll
great.
get her back.
What? Yeah, we'll
You'll
help
get her
her
back.
again. Absolutely. I went up to help her move out, and she had the cart, so it was so easy to move out. We put everything in there. It took 2 cartloads, and we were done. It was like 10 minutes.
See, I was like hunting down to try and find one of those carts to like throw my stuff in and just take it out to my car and load it up.
Hmm.
They were all gone.
There's only
Some
like four of them. There's not many.
I think there are supposed to be two in each building, but from what I found out that someone told me, people from another building came into the one I live in and took them.
That's not right.
So my building didn't have any.
She was the very last one in her building, I think, because she had to stay for checkouts.
Yeah.
And it was like There was nobody on campus on Sunday. There was like I think I saw 6 cars, and it was all Res Life people.
Yeah, because everyone, including the people who graduate, are supposed to be out by Saturday
Sunday.
afternoon.
Sunday at 12 was the last day for checkout.
Oh, Sunday?
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah. But this was like 5 o'clock on. This was 4 or 5 o'clock on Sunday when I got up there. So
Yeah.
she was still there for Res Life. But yeah, I'm very glad I'm done. I'm gonna miss some people though, because there's some people I just know I'm never gonna see again. Unfortunately,
Hmm.
some people that I became pretty good friends with, we're never gonna see again.
That's a great note to lift up the mood today.
It's just true. I mean, it's like high school. You graduate high school, you know you're never
Yeah.
gonna see a lot of people again.
Although the most of the people I didn't have many friends in high school, but
The other friends from high school that I wanted to be friends with, I still am.
yeah, I still am. And one thing, dude, yeah, yesterday at work. So I have like a Fitbit, but it kind of acts like an Apple Watch that anytime someone texts me, it buzzes.
Right?
And I have a group chat with all my high school friends, and only two of us live in Missouri. The rest of us have like moved around or like gotten jobs in different states. So we've been trying to plan a like high school reunion, except just us because we don't like a lot of people we went to school with. So we were planning a trip to the Ozarks.
Oh, nice.
And I'm at work. I'm a cashier now, so fancy. But I'm checking people out, just walking around the store, doing my job. My watch, when I got home, I was only scheduled for 3 hours. My watch
Oh, man.
started going off at 11:10 when I clocked in at 11. It did not stop buzzing until 3:30.
Thought you were working last. I think you were working at night last night.
They let me off early.
Oh,
So I walked in and the schedule got changed.
that's why
Since
we're recording
they
today
had
and
to,
not last night.
yeah, I was supposed to be last night and then woke up and my boss texted me. My
That'd be
schedule
annoying.
got changed.
I would
So
not like that. I hate when my schedule's.
no. But I mean it wasn't too bad. It wasn't busy yesterday, so I was kind
That's
of
good.
chilling.
I can't imagine it would be on a Tuesday afternoon at 11 o'clock.
No, but Memorial Day weekend is
It's 2 weeks away.
yeah, I got scheduled that weekend, so let's see how that goes.
I believe I am announcing the Road Warrior Cup.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
That's cool.
That's the plan as of the moment, anyway, is to call that weekend. There's some fun stuff on that card too.
When
New,
did you find out about that?
I don't know, a couple days ago, week
Oh,
ago.
it's so
Maybe.
important you don't know when it happened.
I mean, I kind of figured I was doing it. I just had got confirmation.
Who's on the card?
The new guys, I think Laney and Shaza are teaming up. There's some other stuff. Warhorse, all the regulars, all the friends of the show.
Nice.
I'm sure Moses is on it.
He seems to be on almost everyone.
Little insider baseball here. Well, speaking of baseball, Contreras just struck out with the bases loaded. Great.
We love
9 in a row.
Contreras.
They won 9 in a row. But anyway, some insider baseball. Moses is like the nicest guy in the world. So, and he's a bad guy now on TV. He's a heel.
Hmm.
Not TV, but Glory Pro. It's hard to root against him because he's so nice to us.
Yeah.
What do you do? Almost 4 hours with us?
3.5 maybe.
I think he did 250, but he was here for like an hour longer than that.
Yeah.
And he would have been even longer.
Hmm.
So he's a cool guy, though. He is a really, really good guy.
But also, speaking of baseball, today Matt Carpenter announced he's retiring.
One of my favorite players of all time.
It's a sad day for St. Louis.
I don't play video games much anymore, but Matt Carpenter is the greatest card ever on MLB The Show. I hit so good with him. He's got a great swing on that game. He's a lefty. I can hit. I'm so good with that card. Just
Anything else about him actually being a baseball
oh
player,
no,
not a video
he's one of
game
my favorite
character?
players ever. He's a nice guy. One of my favorite players ever. Do you remember 2017 in the salsa?
The salsa.
So there was a road trip in the beginning of the season, and Wainwright was hurt. And he broke into Matt Carpenter's house and planted a garden, tomato garden. And they started making salsa with these tomatoes. And when the salsa, this is a real thing. Matt Carpenter turned into Jesus with a baseball bat when he was eating
Mm-hmm.
salsa, and he hit like, I don't think he hit like 14 home runs in a month, and he had such a good August
Yeah.
that alone got him in the MVP conversations. I think he finished like fifth that season for MVP
Oh
because
my
he cooled
God.
off in September. But man, he was so good. 2013, he was really good too. He led the league in hits.
Where did where does he play now?
His kitchen, he's retired.
Well, but like what team did he go to after the Cardinals?
He went to the Padres for a little bit. Then he went to the Yankees, and Matt Holliday fixed him. And he had a fun stretch, and then he got hurt,
Oh, okay.
and then he came back to St. Louis last season. They brought back. Do you remember the retirement home team last year
Yeah.
of what's his name, Carpenter and Lance Lynn, and the seven oldest guys in the league.
And Lynn retired too.
He did. Lance Lynn, I liked a lot. He
Yeah.
said the whole reason he came back to the Cardinals was to fuck with Daniel Descalso, part of that Memphis Mafia team.
And hopefully there's nothing in their contracts, so they go in as Cardinals in the Hall of Fame.
None of them are Hall of Famers.
You don't think Matt Carpenter is
No, not even close.
at all?
No, not even remotely close. A Cardinal Hall of Famer, yes. A baseball
Well,
Hall
I
of
think
Famer?
yeah, all of them are gonna get red coats because
Yeah, probably. No, Matt Carpenter is nowhere near a Hall of Famer.
so he's just average.
Honestly, his whole career, yeah, he was a pretty average hit. I mean, he was good. He was really good, but he wasn't anything.
My whole childhood
Okay,
was
no, he was
like, oh my God, Matt Carpenter is the
right.
best.
He was an above average player, but look at his numbers in Scott Rowlands. He's nowhere near a Hall of Famer. The Hall of Fame is the best of the best of the best.
When do you think Pujols is gonna get in?
First ballot, 100%. And
What?
27, I think, is when he's eligible.
Okay.
Him and Yachty will go in together.
As Cardinals
Oh, yeah.
or
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. He sucked in LA. Actually, he was really, people
well,
say
I don't
horrible in LA. He's not that bad in
I
LA.
heard a rumor that when Pujols came back here, the Angels wrote in his contract that he has to go in as an Angel.
He has a service deal there where he's supposed to work there for 10 years after.
Is he gonna do that?
He hasn't. He's been here. I mean, I've told this before, coaching staff. Let one of the two manage. The other one's the bench coach. You bring Wainwright or Carpenter back to pitch for pitching coach. Matt Holliday's the hitting coach. Skip Schumacher is there. John Jay is there. Descalso's there. You bring back that whole team as coaches, and I think we have World Series champion team.
You also have to get decent players too. You can't
We
just
have
have,
decent players. I mean, you sign a good pitcher. I mean, we've won
which
9 in
they
a row right
haven't
now.
really
They're,
done.
they're the hottest team in baseball right now.
They still need better pitching.
They're one game out of first place.
Don't jinx it because it's still pretty early.
Well, they're losing right now. But
Yeah, so don't jinx it.
have you seen Aaron Judge's stat line this season?
No.
I'm gonna read you his numbers real quick. Let me see if I can find this. Aaron Judge is like Jesus Christ with the baseball bat. Right now, he is hitting He has 14 home runs, leading the league. Has 40 RBIs. He's four up for the league. His batting average is 50 points higher than Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman's hitting 366. Aaron Judge is hitting 410.
Okay.
Does that not mean anything to you?
Not really, but I know Aaron Judge is
Do you know when the
supposed to
last
be
time
really
somebody hit
good.
over 400 was?
1985.
1940 something when Ted Williams did.
Okay. Well, I was a little off.
Ted Williams was the last guy to hit over 400. When he came back from the war, he hit over 400. Tony Gwynn, I think, was Tony Gwynn hit 396, I think. And then the strike shortened season ruined that. And then George Brett hit 390 one year.
Okay.
That means he gets a hit 4 out of 10 times after the plate. That is unheard of numbers.
And he's with the
Yankees.
Yankees. Okay. I knew it was East Coast.
Emily don't follow baseball,
No, I don't.
even though we've had baseball people on here before.
We had Chip Carey. He's the Cardinals announcer. I know who Chip Carey is.
That's good. At least you know that. We gotta take a quick break though. Zoom call's gonna run out of time. We'll be right back. See, this is what I don't miss about having to do Zoom calls is this having to take a break and starting over and
Yeah,
it more is a pain. But it is what it is. Maybe we try out Discord. I heard that works pretty good.
we could.
I just
I've never really used it, but
I use it, but I've never recorded on it. So well we may try some new things out. Ideally, I would like to do these in person, and I think we can probably make it work.
yeah.
We just got to figure out timing. And this week was gonna be no matter what was gonna be on Zoom, I think.
Hmm.
I didn't really want to go anywhere today anyway. Trivia's tonight, but other than that,
Yeah.
I haven't been in a while. Last time I went to trivia, there was about a hate mob breaking out.
Of what?
Yeah, the guy hosting was really bad and pissed everybody off.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the people at JP's.
Well, it just got the guy's questions were so bad and they didn't make any sense and they were designed to make you feel dumb and he was so proud of that.
Was it like really niche knowledge?
I don't think I knew one of them. We won outside that night,
Yeah.
but I don't think we knew. I mean, you know how when we host, they usually the winning team usually gets like 18 or 19, maybe 20, right?
Hmm.
I think we got like 14 right in one with that.
Yeah. So.
If that's how, and we have somebody of every little niche. Like I'm good at the sport.
Hmm.
I'm good at certain TV shows. I'm good at, movies that I've seen.
The very few movies you
Yeah.
found.
I mean, there's a few categories I'm good at. I'm good. I'm really just, I'm just, I get the most of the sports ones, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's cough is,
Oh God, Jack Stein.
oh, you should have heard me the other day. It was way worse. I got that
I really don't
cough.
want to.
I don't smoke, never have smoked, but I have that smoker cough.
It's called allergies
I don't know what it
or
is.
sickness, whichever one you have.
It hurts, whatever it is. But I'm getting there. I'm a lot better today than I was on Monday. Monday I was fine, and then I pushed too hard because I moved
Yeah.
on Friday. I didn't feel great on Thursday. What did we do? We did something on Thursday. Oh, oh yeah, it was a late night. I didn't feel great then.
Hmm.
Friday, I went to we met Learn again. We ran into our friend Learn.
Yeah. What
Nice.
we didn't run into, she was at an event in
We knew where she would
events.
be, and we went and we saw her. She recognizes us, which is cool.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. She knows us. We're big fans of her, and she's awesome though. Lauren's a
Hmm.
great person. So yeah, we went to that. Then I moved out. Like we had packed my whole room, then moved out. Thanks for helping.
You're welcome. I
I don't
still
know.
have my few coins they gave me as payment.
I gave you coins.
Yeah, you opened up your desk drawer and you had like a bunch of coins in there. And I think you gave me like 2 quarters and a penny.
How nice of me.
You gave me 51 cents.
How generous of me.
I cleaned my room at home today,
I have
so
not done that yet. My room is. I haven't unpacked anything yet.
yeah, I unpacked pretty much as soon as I got back home,
I
and
don't want to
then
do it.
I still have a bunch of like extra stuff in my room that I didn't know where to put.
Yeah.
So before I got on the call today, I cleaned my room and
Do you know how many pillows I have?
10.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's just what I brought home. I already had 4 or 5 in my room
you have 10 in pillows.
that I brought home from school. Yes,
Where are you putting all of them?
they're all over the place right now. They're on my chair. But
Just spread them throughout the
I
house.
just have so many pillows. So many pillows.
Okay, I know you want pillows at work.
Yeah, those pillows on top of there was two or three pillows in my bed. There was 4 in the closet. There was one somewhere else.
Well, are any of the pillows like bad or like really flat?
Yeah, there's a couple of them I can get rid of, but they take up too much room in the trash can.
You just throw them away.
They take up too much room in the trash can.
Well, what else are you gonna do
We
with
have
it?
this new empty-headed company that won't pick up the trash cans unless it's totally closed. So if the lid is even, half an inch open, they won't pick it up.
Just duct tape the lid down.
They should. Oh, then they won't pick it up either. They're idiots. But yeah, so I was not feeling great. Pushed too hard. Saturday was graduation. I was out all night. Sunday I was helping people move. Monday I was out with Morgan. Yesterday I just did nothing.
Yeah.
It was great.
I mean, some days you just need
I
to do
needed it. Danny gets on me all
absolutely
the time
nothing.
about it. When I don't feel good, I don't relax. I just keep doing stuff, and then I'm sick
Yeah,
for.
I don't know why. When I'm not feeling good, I don't do anything.
Well, I don't really have that option.
Well, I know you like already agreed to help Olivia move out. So that
I
was one thing, but you didn't have to go do all the other stuff.
I could not bail on that. Like I couldn't do that to her
Yeah, I'm like, you could have done that, but everything else you could have just said I'm not feeling well.
because my head started hurting pretty bad right before I left. I was like, this is gonna be rough.
Yeah. It didn't take you too long though.
But I was there for about. I left about 3. I got back about 7
Yeah, but to actually move stuff, it didn't take that
because
long.
it's an hour and a half drive round trip.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, graduation was a good time. All that stuff. It was all fun. I'm not upset about it. I just needed to
Hmm.
relax yesterday. As you can
Yeah.
hear, my voice is kind of all groggy.
You sound tired.
I'm wide awake. I'm actually like I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm just stuffy.
Yeah.
Not even stuffy. I'm just groggly. Like my voice is. Yeah. Other than that, nothing too crazy. This Cardinal game is saddening me here. It's two
How bad
one,
is it?
2-1, top ninth, 2 outs.
Who are we playing?
Philly for Burley.
Oh,
See if Burley can put the ball in play or something here, or can swing at a curveball and not even come close on it.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's
It was
move
a
on
fun.
from that.
It was a fun streak while it lasted, unless he does something here with 2 strikes, which I don't think he's going to. Getting a little Cardinal play by play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Game over.
Okay.
Big old
Well,
sweeping breaking ball. He was
good to
no.
know.
Yeah, I just turned it on a second ago. I saw they had bases. They had bases loaded last inning, so I turned it on, see what's going on, and yeah. So win streak comes to an end. Oh,
Mhm.
Backlash was here this past weekend on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't go.
In case you were graduating.
Yeah. Um, Drew went. Friend of the show, Drew. He went. He had a great time. The crowd
Hmm.
seemed totally dead at first, but he said it was white hot crowd. It had a fatal 4-way with McIntyre and Priest and Fatu and LA Knight. And Jacob Fatu won, the Samoan werewolf. So understand me this one. You know, the bloodline, right? They're all relatives.
Okay.
The Tongans, Tamatanga and Tongaloa are barely related. They're Haku's kids, who's the Rock's uncle.
Okay.
Samoan culture. I don't think they're actually related, but neither and technically Rock's not related to them either, and he's the all that. Jeff Cobb debuted. Jeff Cobb, as far as I know, I think he's from Guam. I'm gonna look it up, but I think he's not even Samoan, but
But they put him in the family.
they put him in the bloodline. He's
Okay.
I didn't look this up because I wasn't planning on talking about this. He was born in Hawaii, and he wrestled for Guam in the Olympics, I think. He represented the country of Guam. So he's not. He's from Hawaii, but he's not Samoan.
Yeah.
I don't understand that one. I mean, they put Sammy with the bloodline.
Yeah, I'm like they put very quite very the widest one
He's Syrian.
in.
He's Syrian Canadian. But
Okay, well, I guess the widest one would be Seamus,
yeah.
the
Uh,
Irish guy.
Sammy though was put in the bloodline as a joke, and it got over, and he stayed around for a while.
Yeah.
He's in the so Stephanie's got a new show, Stephanie's Place,
Mm-hmm.
and they interviewed the bloodline on the boat, and Sammy and Paul Heyman is there. I
Okay.
understand Paul Heyman being there
Well, yeah.
because he's their manager and all that, but Sammy being there is funny to me.
Well, I mean, I guess he is a part of it,
But
so they kind of have to include him.
I don't think Nia was there, who's actually bloodline. I don't think I know for a fact Tamina wasn't there, who's Jimmy Snuka's daughter, who's part of the bloodline, or Naomi, Jimmy's wife, who's bloodline.
Okay.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. But Jacob Fatu retained. That was a fun little match. The second one, I didn't really. Apparently, I wasn't paying a lot of attention to it because I wasn't that interested. It was Lyra and Becky for the women's IC title.
Okay.
Everybody thought Becky was retaining. I didn't think she was. Uh, I was told it was a great in-ring match. It didn't do a lot for the crowd, but
Mm-hmm.
technically the best match of the night. I was told. I didn't really pay a lot of attention. And then I didn't watch Dom and Penta for some reason. Dom retained. He had McAfee and Gunther. Pat McAfee wrestled.
I saw a small clip of it.
He looked good. He got in some shots. He looked good. He got the crap beat out of him, but he
Yeah.
looked good. And then Cena and Cody, nobody had any expectations for him. They tore the house down.
I thought it was Cena and Randy.
That's what I meant. Cena and Randy. My bad.
Okay. I was like,
I got a little bit of brain fog going on right now,
oh God,
and I'm
you're
like forgetting what I'm
interesting.
talking about mid conversation. So
So who won?
Cena retained.
Okay.
Cena retained. The ref was down most of the match, so it turned into basically a no DQ match. Ref gets knocked out. Ref gets knocked out again. Another ref comes out. He gets knocked out. The whole backstage team, Nick Aldis GM RKO'd comes out. He gets RKO'd. Shane
Yeah.
Helms Hurricane RKO'd. All the producers RKO'd. There was like 8 or 9 of them. He just boom, boom, boom.
I think he just took down everyone.
Everybody. And then Cena won with a belt shot. It was a fun little match, though. It got a lot more time than I expected, and it was a lot more fun than I thought.
Okay.
I think it's possible Cena and Cody just don't work good together, which happens. I mean, the Hardys didn't work good together when they wrestled each other. So
Yeah.
yeah. So other than that, that's about all I got with Backlash. The crowd was fun. It was a hot crowd. They sang voices.
I mean, for Randy Orton being from St. Louis, I would
Oh, they love him
hope
here.
they would.
I saw him here at NXT last year, and the place went nuts.
Hmm.
He's a large man.
Oh yeah.
He's way bigger than he was when you met him too. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, that's about all I got. Not a whole lot going on with me.
Yeah, I don't really have much going on.
This
I'm
was
just
kind of
kind
a
of
thrown together episode today. We didn't have
yeah,
I haven't talked to you really since Friday,
yeah,
which is unusual for us.
I'm trying to put together so the P-Diddy trial
Oh
started.
yeah.
And I'm still trying to piece it together because so far they are not allowing any cameras in the courtroom
Yeah,
at all.
right.
So it's not being televised or recorded anywhere, but a lot of journalists are posting on their TikToks of what's going down in the courtroom because they're only allowing very few people to go. So so far, what I've heard is P. Diddy is staring down the jurors, trying to intimidate them to find him not guilty.
He's not that intimidating looking, is he?
No, I
I
mean, to
don't.
me, no, but I guess when you have as much money and you got away with the amount of things he did,
I would not. Yeah, he's kind of intimidating.
but if he like looks angry, you can kind of see it.
Right.
But so far they had his ex-girlfriend on the stand talking about what they called freak offs.
Oh God.
She was describing those and how basically P. Diddy would force her to make a sex tape and use it as blackmail so she wouldn't leave him.
Good Lord, what a guy.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the detail we've got now. And all of the baby oil is a kind of fetish P. Diddy had.
You think?
So he got really he was really into baby oil,
You
which
think?
we already knew, we just didn't know. We knew he had a lot of it, so
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of it.
yeah. And she talked about one time that he made her get in a pool of baby oil. Like it's definitely not a funny like topic,
That is
but
kind of funny. A pool of baby oil.
the thing it's funny because how
'Cause it's so stupid.
humiliating it is for him. Like he should be fucking ashamed of himself for all of this.
It's just so stupid.
It is. And
I mean,
when
it's
they
not a crime to have baby oil. It's just,
no, it's not a crime to have baby oil, but everything he did with the baby oil is pretty much a crime. So, and that is why he is going to get convicted.
oh yeah, he's going down.
Yeah,
Going
I'm waiting
down.
for the I'm waiting for this documentary to come out.
It'll be a while.
Oh, they were Netflix was quick with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard
It's like
one.
2 years later.
No, that was like almost right
But
away.
you had some weird obsession with that.
Everyone did
So boring.
because everyone did.
It was so
Everyone
boring.
was watching it because you cannot tell me a famous celebrity couple are arguing about her sitting on his bed
I didn't find it
in a
entertaining at
co-worker
all.
room
I thought it was the dumbest thing.
in
I would
front
not.
of cameras.
He's just so boring. And she's
Well, I think he's entertaining, but it was a situation of like, yeah, they both definitely did things wrong, but you can't tell me her shitting on his bed and saying it was a dog's fault. It's not funny.
it's funny. I was not
Yeah,
interested by that whole thing at all. I watched a documentary this morning, brand new on Netflix, the Manhunt for Bin Laden.
yeah.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I didn't know how much stuff he was responsible. I don't know a lot about him outside of 9/11, but he was responsible for a lot of attacks all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And they finally found him in that compound and got him. They were
Yeah.
looking for him for almost 20 years because he did something in 96 that they started looking for him. But he got interviewed a couple times by American journalists. I don't know why they didn't just get him then.
I don't know that.
Yeah, in like 98 they interviewed him, I think.
Who the hell interviewed him and was like, "Oh yeah, just
He's in the documentary. I think it was 98. Maybe it was '02. I don't know. It was either before or after 9/11. Well, that's anything, but I don't know
I'm
if
gonna I'm gonna have to watch that."
it
Oh
was.
God, don't die.
It's long, about 4 hours.
Is it like
It's a three
different
part.
episodes?
Yeah, it's a 3-part one.
Okay. Oh no, he's
Keep
out.
talking.
He's out for the count. I have nothing to talk about. You tell me to talk. But yeah, so the P. Diddy case started. I wish it was televised, but I think it was mainly up to P. Diddy's people of if they were allowed cameras or not. And they decided not to, which I mean, if I was them, I would also say no cameras, but because I'm not, as a viewer, I would find it very entertaining to just sit there and watch it go down in real time. So, and Jack's still having a cough attack. But another thing, I found all of this off of like TMZ. So, I only have a few things to say, but Justin Bieber, there was a investigation that TMZ did between Justin Bieber and his former manager, Scooter Braun, that it kind of went back and forth of how much money Justin Bieber owed Scooter or if Scooter owed him money. But the conclusion came to Justin Bieber owed his ex-manager $8 million, which is a lot of money. And this all kind of came from his Justin Bieber's tour, which ended early in 2022 because I believe it was COVID related issues. But yeah, Scooter basically guaranteed Justin Bieber $40 million for the tour. And then Justin ended the tour early, which didn't make 40 million, so he then would have had to pay his manager back and has not paid him back the full amount yet. And it's been 3 years. Hey
I didn't
Jack, how you
hear
doing?
that. I was coughing so hard.
I you look like a tomato. Your face was so
That was
red.
like 3 minutes straight of coughing. That hurt so bad.
I had no idea where to go with that because I only had P-Diddy, Justin Bieber, and Rihanna has a new song coming out.
Oh, wonderful.
So that,
Yeah.
hey, people are excited for new
Oh wait,
Rihanna
no, I don't have a problem with Rihanna. It's somebody else I didn't like. Never mind.
and Beyonce.
Well, I can't say that publicly.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, since you won't, I will. I don't care for Beyonce.
I don't think her music's good.
I
She,
think back in the like 2000s it was good, but now with like Cowboy Carter and I know people went crazy over the like was it the Lemonade album? People
it's
went
not
nuts.
country.
That was Cowboy Carter,
I
but
know it's
the
not country.
yeah, I agree it's not country, but even the like album before that, people were so excited for, and I don't like it.
I got some friends of the show on a big old rant the other day about how she's not country, how Morgan Wallen sucks. All these new country people that
I
aren't.
know exactly which friends you're talking about.
It wasn't Casey.
Oh, wait. Okay, you gotta tell me after
Yeah,
because I know Casey likes to go on about that.
Casey was on the show when we heard about the country album winning best album.
Yeah, which she did not deserve.
It's
But
not
Rihanna has a new song coming out called Friend of Mine on May 16th. It'll be her first song since her album in 2016.
Blake Shelton has a new album.
Blake Shelton or Luke Bryan? Because I think they both have things
Blake
coming.
Shelton. 'Cause he was on Fallon last night talking about it.
Let me see.
It's called For Recreational Use Only. We're going to Luke Bryan, aren't we? Is
Yeah.
that what we bought tickets for?
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad Toby Keith isn't still alive. I'd go see him. A true American hero.
Exactly. Courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
His daddy fought in the army.
Statue of Liberty shaking her fist. But okay, yeah, Blake Shelton does have
Why
a
didn't
new
you believe
album.
me? I know what I'm. If I say something,
Because sometimes you get them mixed up.
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You get people mixed up
Not
all the
those
time.
two, because I like both of them. I get their voice mixed up sometimes,
See,
but I don't get the names mixed up. And I know when anytime Blake's on Jimmy Fallon, it's going to be funny.
you watch Jimmy Fallon?
Not regularly, but I saw he was going to be on there. So me and Ferris watched it last night.
I don't even know who Jimmy Fallon's like had on. That would be interesting to me.
Like if
I'm
if,
good.
if Blake or
Really,
Timberlake's
besides
on there,
that,
I'm going to watch it.
who?
Blake or Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
because it'll be good.
I mean,
Were they Dick in a Box or was that Sandberg and Timberlake?
Bella Blake Shelton was not
I
digging
know.
the box.
I'm aware. I said, was it
That
Timberlake?
was
Or
Andy Samberg and Timberlake.
okay. I'm very well aware that's not Blake Shelton.
If he did a country version of it though, I'd love that.
He said Post Malone needs to keep doing country.
Well, yeah, Post Malone and Jelly Roll were in town last night, I think.
Yeah, at Bush.
Yeah,
Some friends were there.
I think he was sold out.
Some friends of the show were there.
Yeah, it looked really good.
I don't really like either one of them, but I'm starting to like Jelly a lot more.
I think even with Jelly, even if you don't like his music, it's hard to not like him as a person.
Yeah, he's grown on me. He's gonna be skinny Jelly soon. He's gonna be skinny roll.
Can we please title the episode Skinny Roll?
We'll see.
Also, can we get Jelly Roll on here? I would love to talk to
That'll
him.
never happen.
He's so funny, dude. Him
He
and his wife.
he says yes to everything too. Like any of the
I
parties do like he was at McAfee's Big Night Out
yeah.
is like in the middle of his tour. That man, did you hear about Big Night Out?
I heard a little bit.
Everybody, I watched the first half hour of it. I watched the monologue, and then Jelly came out singing "Renegade."
Hmm.
Apparently, that's an electrifying song in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh.
The lights go out and starts playing "Oh Mama, I'm in Fear." Place goes
Hmm.
nuts. You know what I'm talking about? That song I'm talking about?
I mean, there's like who which
Sticks,
band is it by?
Sticks.
Sticks. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he had. I mean, at one point in time, I think he had Skeens, Crosby, and Big Ben on stage together with him, with Michael
But
Cole. And then like, I mean, that's crazy. Him and Michael Cole are like actually best friends.
is Michael Cole from Pittsburgh
No,
or
he's
is
from
he
San
just there?
Antonio. But that I mean that's a heck of a lineup. Skeens, Crosby, and Big Ben
Yeah,
together in a room. Paul Skeens really just has no personality at all.
I know.
You think it's an act? I think it's an act
But like you're just a baseball player. Why do you need an act?
because he's that good of a baseball player. Cardinals beat him again though.
Like you did Stan Musial have an act?
Nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, but he was
That was
probably
real. He
just
really
like
was.
that.
He
If you're
was.
gonna be a great baseball player, be like a nice person, just don't be like a wall
Yeah.
people are talking to.
I
Like
wouldn't say he's
actually
a wall.
interact with people.
He interacted in that GQ interview.
I didn't hug you because I didn't know you.
If Livy Dunn comes up and tries to hug you, you hug her.
Well, he chose not to, so
That's he did. She made him.
yeah, she made him.
Okay.
He didn't want.
Realistically, though, those are the two most famous people on the campus of LSU at the time.
Yeah.
He's the best baseball player in the world. She's the best gymnast at LSU.
Hmm.
I don't even know if she's that good of a gymnast. I just know she's a model too.
I
She's good.
That's the thing. I don't know either. She's
I
always in these like modeling magazines, but it's like, is she actually a good gymnast? I think she is, but I
she,
don't think she's as good as people say.
people think she's better than she is because they hear about her all the time.
Yeah.
But she's not. You don't hear about her gymnastics. You hear about her commercials.
Or like any photo shoot she's doing.
Sports Illustrated,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
I don't
Uh,
know, but
she flies
she's
around on the jet all the time.
she made a shit ton of NIL money, so
Mhm.
good for her.
She, I think she lives in Pittsburgh and New Orleans at the same time.
Probably has enough money.
Well, she every game Paul pitches at home, she goes to. But home
Yeah.
is Detroit, not Detroit, Pittsburgh.
See.
I
I'm just gonna Google, is she actually a good gymnast?
Uh,
'Cause I don't know.
Katie Nolan, the sports reporter.
Who?
Katie Nolan.
I've heard the name.
She used to be on FS1. I saw a clip from her podcast where she was ripping apart their photo shoot with GQ the other day because it's kind of a strange photo shoot I saw. And
Yeah.
there's a dog in the picture, and it's not even their dog.
How old is Paul Skeens?
22.
Okay, she's 22.
Yeah, she's our age.
For
Or
some reason, I thought they were like older.
no, no, she just graduated, so she'd
She's
be.
tall for a gymnast.
She's like 5. She's like 5'4", I think.
She's 5'6".
All right, we got 10 minutes left on the counter.
Well, yeah, I don't really have much else other than trying to figure out if she's actually a really good gymnast or not.
Their dog. People know they're her dog, Rue, a golden retriever,
Okay.
and it's not their dog in the magazine shoot. It's a little black lab in the shoot. And I've seen this dog a whole bunch because she posts them all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, that's about it for today. We didn't have a whole lot. Life's been busy. Not a whole lot's happened. At least that we can
Yeah.
tell on here.
Yeah, I don't, as of now, neither of us really have a ton going on
Emily won't come to trivia. She won't go to line dancing.
because I have to do something tonight.
I know. I'm just giving you crap. You wouldn't have come anyway. Be real.
Probably not, but I actually have to like go do something
Yeah.
after this, so
You wouldn't have come anyway.
no.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't really talked since Friday or Saturday. Yeah, Friday, which is unusual for us. Very
It
unusual.
was a Yeah, I think it was Friday.
Other than talking about when we were doing recording this week, I don't think I've talked to you at all,
No.
which is unusual.
Well, I thing is I work like most of that most of the time during the afternoon when everyone is texting me.
I
So
haven't.
then I can't get back to them until after.
Yeah, I sent you
And
a video
that's
of what I was
usually
taking a book, and you
most
didn't
of the
respond.
time, like my friends when we were setting up the like trip, most of them are working when I get off. So then it's like we have to find that one day that none of us are doing anything.
Well, you work like 8 to 1, so
Yeah, but then it like one of them is gonna be working like 12 to 5, and
yeah,
then the other one has a night shift.
yeah. That's kind of how my schedule is. It's one of the three.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll be back next week. Maybe we'll try to get somebody in. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Maybe we'll be together. Maybe we won't. I don't
we'll
know.
figure it out.
We're still trying to figure out a lot of stuff for this summer. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I guess we'll see you next week. We got
Okay.
some TikToks coming that I haven't posted. I'm way behind on posting stuff, so
Yeah.
maybe
You
some
gotta
videos
get
coming.
on there.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Okay.